Lead generation matters. It just isn't the whole job. Lawyers, please listen to me. Legal marketing requires more than just lead generation. So a lot of law firms talk about marketing as if it starts and ends with leads. How many did we get? What did they cost? Which vendor drove them? Can we buy more next month? Ultimately, that mindset makes sense on the surface. Leads feel tangible. They show up in reports. They create an illusion of control. But legal marketing, especially in personal injury for motor vehicle accidents, requires far more than just lead generation. Because law firms do not simply grow by buying demand. They grow by building a brand that creates demand, improves conversion, strengthens every channel, and makes the firm more likely to be remembered when someone actually needs a lawyer. That is the part too many firms miss. Lead generation matters. It just isn't the whole job. And to be clear, I'm not anti-lead gen. I use lead gen a ton. Lead generation, it has its place. Paid search has its place, LSAs, paid social, third-party leads, landing pages, and intake optimization, all of it serves its purpose. But when a law firm's entire marketing strategy becomes go buy more leads, it usually creates a few big problems. First, the firm becomes dependent on rented demand rather than owned demand. Second, marketing performance becomes more fragile. The moment lead costs rise, competition intensifies, a platform changes, or a vendor underdelivers, growth slows down. Third, a firm starts optimizing for volume instead of quality, memorability, and long-term market position. That is when legal marketing starts to become reactive instead of strategic. A law firm is not an e-commerce brand, and that's an important thing to remember. One of the biggest mistakes people make in legal marketing is trying to force it into a pure performance marketing framework. And that works better in categories where people buy frequently at a low risk and low emotion. You're buying some sneakers, right? That's not how hiring a lawyer works. Most people do not need a personal injury lawyer every week. Most people never want a personal injury lawyer. They're not deeply educated shoppers. They're making high stakes decisions in stressful moments, often with incomplete information, little time, and heavy reliance on trust signals. That means the firm that wins is not always the one with the cheapest lead. It is often the one that feels the most credible, the most familiar, the most relevant, or the most top of mind in a particular market. And that comes down to branding. And legal branding is not fluff. Branding is actually performance infrastructure. It's not separate from performance marketing. Brand makes every other channel work better. This is one of the most important truths in legal marketing. A strong brand makes lead generation more efficient. It improves click-through rates. It improves conversion rates, call confidence, intake quality. It even improves referral likelihood and recall in a market. When someone has seen your firm on billboards, TV, social, YouTube, local content, sponsorships, or through consistent creative over time, they do not encounter your paid search ad or a landing page in a vacuum.